Hello friends, here are my completed 2024 journals. This year I used the Leuchtturm 1917 pocket journal. I hope I pronounced that brand correctly, but anyways, I used it as a commonplace journal slash daily diary for like scribbles and stuff. And for deco journaling, I used the Prelude Studio Composition notebook. And after I finished that, I started a new journal from Organize a Bit. To me personally, my perfect journal should meet all three criteria. It should be A6 sized. Anything bigger than that, I feel too much pressure to fill up the page. And then secondly, it should come in a cute color or have a cute cover design. And lastly, for deco journaling, it should have good quality paper with minimal bleeding. The Leuchtturm has some bleeding, as you can see here, but because I use it more like a personal diary, I don't really care much for the page aesthetics, so I don't mind it for its purpose. Over the years of journaling, I've noticed that I do it mainly during two moods. I do it either when it's a really bad day or when it's a really good day. On most days, I use my Leuchtturm journal as a diary, and it's usually when I don't have a lot of time to decorate a page, or particularly when it's a pretty bad day and when emotions are really confusing or intense. I'm sorry, I can't really show you any of those pages because it's too personal, but usually when I'm writing a diary entry, I don't use any structured way of writing. It's typically just word vomit and I scribble it all down, no matter how like confusing, conflicting, or lengthy my thoughts and emotions are. And then after that, after I've kind of got it all out on the page to help with reflection, I sometimes ask myself, why am I feeling this way? And what can I learn from these emotions? And lastly, it's something that I've only recently started doing, which is asking myself to read everything that I just wrote from a third party perspective. And then if I imagine like my closest friend telling me all of these things, what kind of advice or words of encouragement would I give to this person as a loving friend? I think for me, the simple act of just sitting down and pausing to translate all these emotions and thoughts in your head into written words on the page really helps me build a habit of reflection and self awareness. And ultimately, it really helped me to intentionally speak kindly to myself, even amidst like any periods of internal chaos. Or sometimes the way I use this journal can also vary. So for example, if I'm like traveling, I just kind of write a daily log of what I did and where I've been that day. So, I just use this notebook for anything. I am pretty sure I've shared my journal essentials before, but in case you missed it, here are my favorites. If you're using a lot of small stickers on your journal, it's essential to have a pair of tweezers, especially the ones with like an angled tip. It really makes your life so much easier. And I also like this click art marker from Zebra to kind of add lines and little doodles on my pages. Lastly, are my favorite pens as of late. These are the Uniball 1 pens. I have the mini version and the regular size version. Both are great. They never skip or bleed on me, and they are so reliable and has never failed me. And this glue tape roller thing is my favorite way to stick on stuff on my journal. So this is my stamp collection, and I have had some of these for a few years, but I hadn't really used it much in my journals. But recently I got these two colored inks, which I thought would be a lot more fun to use. This one's like a pastel pink, and this one's like a sage green, which really fits my journal style. Some newest additions would be this Studio Ghibli one that I got at the exhibition that they have at Art Science Museum. And this Snoopy one. Look at him. And this one I got at Public Garden. I will probably use some of these in my journals next year. I think they're quite fun. Next are my newest additions, which are my mini printers. I got the Kodak's Mini Retro and the Instax Link 3, I believe. I got this secondhand and this is brand new. They both are pretty good. This one uses ink and prints out on a photo paper, and this one prints out on a Polaroid. I like both of them. They both have different finishes. Obviously this one has kind of a little bit of the usual Polaroid filter on it, so it's not the best, crispest quality photo, but in my opinion, you know, the Polaroid vibe adds to the aesthetic of it. So if you like that look, I think it's a good purchase because you can kind of like take your own photo on your phone, edit it to your own desire, and then you kind of are guaranteed that it will be printed the way that you want it to look. For the Mini Retro, it's more of like a traditional photo printer, but because I wanted something that was more portable and something that I could carry around with me when I travel and stuff, I think this was the best option. So I asked Instagram for the recommendations between like Canon and HB, but this is what I ended up with, and I'm really happy with what I decided on. Yeah, you'll probably see me using these a lot more next year. So my favorite part about deco journaling are the stickers and stationery. So let me share with you some of my favorites this year. I'm gonna start off with these things. I have more. Let me show you. So these are from Organize a Bit, and they're kind of like called packs. This one's called a pink tone pack, and then this one's from another brand, but this one's a ribbon pack. And it's basically just like a pack full of random stickers and like inserts that you can put in your journal page, and a lot of them have different styles, and I think they're a really interesting way to make like a plain page look more interesting, and like each page of your journal will be different, and I think that's a fun way to add some variety into like my journal. So this one has a lot of pink ribbon themes. I'm pretty sure I've shown this in like some of my other videos. It comes with like a bunch of stickers and like just pieces of paper that you can stick onto the page. I feel like they kind of give it like a scrapbook style vibe to my journal, which I've been really enjoying lately. Anyways, this one is like classical music themed, which I think was very interesting. Obviously it's not pink, so it's like very blue forward, but I thought it would be an interesting addition to my journaling collection. This one's my favorite pack, obviously because it's pink, and it has a bunch of stuff. I've used most of the things in here anyways, so yeah, I think it's really pretty. Later, when I do my flip through of my 2024 journals, you'll see a lot of these on the pages of my journal, so you can see just how much I love using these. Next, let me show you some of my favorite stickers. This sticker album is from Style and Sticky. They actually sent it to me a while back, and I think it's one of my favorite ways to store stickers. I really need to get another one. This one is from Floro Studio, and it's quite popular. You've probably seen it around if you're in the deco community that uses a lot of Korean stickers. They have different themed sticker sheets with this character, and I think they're really cute and really good quality, so I use it quite often. Another one, another themed sticker sheet that I haven't used yet. It's cherry themed. Oh, and recently I went to Korea and I got this one from, shit, I don't know the brand name, but these are really cute. That's so helpful. In my recent trip to Korea, I discovered this brand at the Made By store, and I brought quite a number of sticker sheets from this brand. I'll put the name on the screen here somewhere. But it's super cute. This one's another one of my favorites. Sticker sheets. This one's called Prelude Button, and it's very pink, and it's also very holographic. So that's a theme in my favorite sticker brands. This one's also a good one to like put as filler stickers in like small empty spaces on the page. So those three are my favorites so far. For deco journaling, I usually use it to capture a really good memory or feeling, and I like to make the page look really pretty with stickers and doodles so I can look back on the day and reminisce on it fondly. And this is what you mostly see on my channel here. I think my journal style has definitely changed over the years. So most of you may know me from my K-pop days, and I used to incorporate a lot of that into my journals. So I used a lot of like polkos and stuff in my spreads. But these days I tend to just follow and listen to K-pop more casually, so I try not to use them as much in my journals because I prefer to keep these two things separated these days. And when I look back at my old journal spreads, it's a lot more uniform and neat, I would say, but these days my journals, I would see it more like a scrapbook. I like layering on different inserts on top of each other, and I like the look of like random doodles, and I don't really care if my handwriting is messy or if I like cross out a word because I miswrote or misspelt something. I just call it part of my style or something. And most of my journal inspo is from Pinterest and of course TikTok and Instagram, but particularly stuff like art journals or other scrapbooks. And sometimes I would like look at an old journal spread and then I would just follow the layout of it and just recreate it. Or if I want to use like this new pretty sticker sheet that I just got, I would sometimes just make something entirely centered around this new sticker sheet. So inspiration can be from anywhere. But I would say one thing that definitely remains consistent through my time journaling is my love for pink. I would always just stick to like pink stickers and then maybe include one or two additional colors, and I would always just have faith that it would look pretty consistent and cohesive, and I mean, it has never really failed me. All in all, I think journaling is a really peaceful hobby. Like, even when I'm recording, I would always have my AirPods in and I listen to a podcast or a YouTube video, and then I just like zone out and I'm in my own world. It's really one of the simple pleasures that I really treasure and enjoy in my life. And I'm very grateful that you are watching my videos, and I hope journaling is something that you enjoy just as much as well. If you didn't notice, I actually took quite a bit of a break on the first half of this year. I didn't really post that much, even on Instagram and stuff, and I revisited this hobby again in the middle of this year, and I had really forgotten how much like joy and peace this hobby had really brought me. Not just journaling, but also sharing it online and making videos about it. So I am making it one of my main goals for next year to be more consistent with like editing and posting videos on my YouTube channel. I am really grateful for like any view and any comment that you leave on my channel. It really, I'm really so grateful for it. Thank you so much. And I will see you next year with even more journaling content. I wish you a happy new year.